So what an epic and purposeful kit we have here. The Automotive Kit is powerful, it's got everything you need to get going, to be a confident airbrush artist, and even if you want to step over to doing some small spray gun applications, this will also cater for that. So hang around and we'll showcase all the individual items for you and zoom in on for you as well. We have a Suitcase compressor here and it's by Anest Iwata, so you know it's quality straight away. It's got a 1-year warranty Australia wide. It's 10 kilos. As you can see, it's fairly compact, nice strong carry handle on top, suction caps on the back so you can attach it to a wall if you want to. It also can lie down and run lying down or standing up, doesn't matter how you configure it. This will work either way because the vents are on the side. Now, as far as the compressor is concerned, there's two different gauges here. It's not a dual outlet. One is for the tank and one is for the PSI that you're running at. PSI on this compressor flat out is 230 PSI, miles past what you're ever going to use. So it's got a safety valve here for letting off any air it requires if the tank is completely full. And here is the gauge for dialing your pressure up and down. It's Nitto fittings. We'll go into that in a second. And it's a 6-litre tank. So this will run any tip-sized airbrush for airbrushing. When it comes to mini spray guns, it'll run the PS Mini on the website, it'll run the RG3, the LPH 50, and all the LPH 80s on our website up to 1.2 mil. So that means you can do up to the size of probably a bonnet of a car with this compressor without too many problems at all. Okay, the hose, 2 metre plastic. What you get with that is you will get one fitting, which is a 1/4 inch male. And that Nitto fitting can either go into the hose, which extends your hose, or it can go into the front of the compressor. You also get a female fitting, so the female Nitto into a 1/4 inch female. Now that takes any of the spray guns from Iwata or Anest Iwata. So that screws straight onto there, so you can take it straight off your hose and run that 2 meters. Now we know that 2 meters isn't very long. So let's just say that we're going to run with this particular adapter, which is the male. But we'll plug that into there or we'll plug it into the front. Now we want a longer hose. So a 6 metre braided hose, the BT020, will now screw on directly onto that particular male fitting, which plugs into the front. Okay, so we'll just whack that on there. That'll take you 1/8 of an H male BSB. So that will take all your airbrushes from Iwata and Sparmax. And now we're going to put an adapter to that, which takes it up to a 1/4 inch female. So that 1/4 inch female now screws onto the bottom of any of those spray guns before mentioned. So now it gives you a length of 6 meters. If you add it to that, you've now got 8 meters from the tank to your area where you want to spray. It's nice and powerful. Its price point is awesome. I reckon that you're probably going to want one of these in your studio or professional out and about, touching up cars, whatever you might be doing. So rightio, let's go into the noise volume. The noise volume is 97 decibels. So we'll turn it on, you can hear it. You can hear it. So as you can hear, it is not overly quiet, but it's not anywhere near as noisy as car rattlers either. So this would be handy in a shed, no doubt, but it compensates by the amount of power it puts out. This puts out so much PSI that you'll be able to airbrush all day long without any problems at all and use your spray gun too. The GP850 is from Sparmax. It's a fantastic little airbrush / mini spray gun. It's a 0.5 mil. It's got a generous 125 mil cup on it. It comes with 2 fan patterns. So it comes with a round fan pattern like an airbrush, and then a straight up and down fan pattern the same as a spray gun. So you can do larger areas like graphics or the side of RCs or anything like that. So it's a trigger. So you push back for material, and as soon as you let it go, it creates a dagger stroke. So it's easy to use, easy for beginners, and also for those that might have mild disabilities. It's got an adjustment knob on the back, so you can adjust how far the trigger comes back to adjust your material flow. It takes any Iwata or Sparmax accessory, a spanner for taking the nozzle off, and a cleaning brush. The Iwata HPCS Eclipse, it's a 0.35mm. As per its spray performance, you can get down still relatively fine, and you can get right up to a medium wide spray pattern. Comes with a little super lube and a head spanner. The head spanner is to take the head off so you can get to the nozzle. The nozzle is a compression fit. It doesn't screw in, you press it in. It's a dual action. It's got a cutaway for the chucking nut so you can get to your needle if you wish to, and it comes with a cup lid, this particular unit. Now, optimum spray PSI is 25 to 35, and it is a 7mm gravity cup. This also takes all Sparmax and Iwata fittings. We have here the Iwata HP BP. It's a high performance airbrush. It's a 0.2mm. It's designed to give you very fine atomizations, so fine lines, and even up to a medium fan pattern. This is the spray out from Iwata. As you can see, it's insanely fine. So that's actually done with an airbrush. Now this airbrush, it comes with a super lube. It's got an adjustment knob on the back for your material flow and a cutaway handle so you can get to your chucking nut. It's a 0.2mm, like I said. Due to the small volumes of paint expected to be used for detail, it does not come with a cup lid, this particular unit. Optimum pressure is 15 to 25 psi, and it's a 1.8mm cup. Does come with a nozzle wrench also for removing the nozzle for cleaning. It takes all Sparmax and it takes all Iwata fittings. The Sparmax disconnect set is equal to others on the market that fit Iwata and also Sparmax products because they're both 1/8 of an inch BSB. So you get a male and a female. So in this situation, here is our hose, and that is the 1/8 of an inch female connection. And what you would do, we just happen to have one here, we would screw on the female to that hose, and that stays on there, doesn't come off. Now from there, we're going to imagine we've got our airbrush. So here is a valve from an Iwata or a Sparmax airbrush, so the airbrush would be on top of this. We're going to put our male directly to the bottom of the airbrush, and then that plugs into the female, and when you want to clean it or take it away and store it, you just disconnect it, or if you want to put another airbrush up, you would then plug another airbrush in with a male on it. So now we're looking at the male connect from Sparmax, multiple airbrushes. So let's just, because you might have multiple airbrushes, so let's just say we chuck in a couple of airbrushes here, and you've got one disconnect set, so you've got one female, one male. So now you need a male to go underneath each of the other airbrushes, so you can now detach and put another airbrush up quickly. So not only is this the last piece in the puzzle to go into the female as such, so you can go directly to the bottom of your airbrush, or you can go to any other accessory, whether it be Iwata or Sparmax 1/8 of an inch accessory for an airbrush. It'll go straight on the bottom of those, so you can have a couple of different things in line that make your airbrushing experience more enjoyable. So the Sparmax Silver Bullet, it's designed to go underneath any Iwata or Sparmax airbrush or airbrush accessory as such. It's designed to take out the moisture that you might get in your hose, and that is the last port of call of safety of it getting into your airbrush, because condensation can build up in your hose. So if you get any in the trap, there's a depressed valve here for letting it out. Now, as far as the accessories are concerned, this is the bottom of an air valve of any airbrush. It could be an Iwata or a Sparmax. So this would be the bottom of the airbrush. It would screw onto that or onto any other accessory that's got the male 1/8 of an inch BSB, and then all other accessories can go to the bottom of this particular valve from the female 1/8 of an inch BSB. So this is the airbrush cleaning kit from Anest Iwata. It's a CL100. It's a must-have if you're a serious airbrush artist or even a hobbyist to clean up your gear at the end of the day. So first of all, you get several brushes in this particular kit and pipe cleaners. You get a nozzle wrench for taking off the nozzles, especially Iwata screw-in nozzles. You get a super lube for re-lubricating your needle, an airbrush cleaner, and you also get a nozzle magnifying glass so you can see if there's any cracks on your nozzle or even your needle, see if it's bent. It comes with a carry case. As you can see, the images are on the screen. It's a must-have. It's a no-brainer. This is a fantastic little kit. This also comes with a step-by-step how to clean your airbrush using these products from front to back. This is Autoborn Sealer. It's made by Createx Colors, and it's an undercoat. It's a tenacious undercoat. It's a water-based base coat. You can use it for anything up to automotive as long as it's not raw metal. Hard surface. So you get 5 different colours in here. It's a primary set. So you get white, black, blue, red and yellow. They're all 120mm, and then you get some 4011 reducer, which is the reducer to reduce the entire range. Fantastic little set. This little paint set is designed for those that want to start learning how to use Candy 2.0. So it's a 60mm and it's a sampler set. You get a 60mm blood red, tequila yellow, marine blue, and you also get a 60mm of UVLS gloss. Now for airbrushing you would add 50/50 UVLS gloss. For a mini spray gun you would add a lot more, but for the purposes of airbrushing that's enough to get you going. And Candy 2.0 you could also reduce a little bit with the 4011 reducer after. This is Wicked Colors primary set 1. It's made by Createx Colors. So in this set, first of all, you get, that's all 60mm 4011 reducer, which is used to thin the entire range. You get an opaque white, and then in semi-opaque colors, which means they're not covering as quickly as opaque, it'll be another coat or two. You get black, red, yellow and a blue. Now this paint is designed to be a multi-surface paint. You can put it on anything from fabrics to canvases, a full automotive car, helmets, anything of that nature. So it is a multi-surface paint and will take to nearly anything. 4011 reducer by Createx Colors. This is a 240mm and you can never have enough of it. You're going to use it in paints for additional cleanup, and it reduces every product on the website that is made by Createx Colors. 5618 airbrush cleaner is also made by Createx Colors. This is a 240mm. You'd use it between color changes and a cleanup before you go to your final cleanup. Will this clean all the residue out of an airbrush? I don't believe it cleans everything out. A little bit of 4011 reducer is required in my eyes, but the cleaner is fantastic for in between color changes where you would just want to swap and keep working. 40/50 UVLS gloss clear from Createx Colors. This is a 240mm. I can't speak highly enough about this product. It's got so many uses. You can use it as an adhesion promoter for hard to stick to surfaces. You can use it for a flake carry or pearls. You can use it in all the paints on the website to help the orientation. They certainly work well with metallics and pearls to lay down flatter and a better orientation. You can use it as also for candies as the extender, and not only that, at the end of the day you can also use it for your clear coat. So if you're doing models or if you're doing an architectural external job, you can use it for your clear coat. A 120mm of bleed checker. Now why would you need bleed checker? Well, in the case of candies or where there is a saturation of 4011 reducer, what happens is when you put another color over the top, they can bleed through the existing color, which means once you've sprayed, all of a sudden if you're spraying white, it will turn the color that is beneath it, especially if it's a candy. So if you put 2 coats of bleed checker down straight from the bottle, no reducer whatsoever, it puts a sealing coat over the top of your artwork, so the next layer you put down will not mix in, and that is a huge advantage when you're using candies and when you're using a lot of reducer. Thank you for watching. This is the airbrush kit. That is the most powerful that we have available, so grab yourself one and get airbrushing.